waking up with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And a big old good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning
morning.
to you.
Hello, Cindy.
Good morning.
Hello,
Your
Frank.
volume down?
Huh?
You got your volume down?
Yeah, I turned it down. It was on
Good
when
morning.
I first came on. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning.
Good morning to all of
Frank.
you
Good
out
morning,
there
Ricky.
across the street, across the nation, around the planet. Good to have you with us this morning. Some 3,000 people dropped by to see us on Monday, and we're glad you did. We don't know how many across the almost 100 different shares, and we want to continue growing it and getting out there and reaching the smallest gifts around the world. And morning sunshine, making your day.
They make ours.
Yeah. Good morning, Pamela Craddock. Good morning, Mariella. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Stella.
I don't see Stella on my feed. Of course, we got about 12 of them going here.
I know. Good Stella. And her son's having surgery this afternoon. We're already praying for him.
All right. Well, it's good to have you here on our Wednesday morning sunshine. How many of you been floating? I've been. We've had some. We've had some pretty strange weather over here, and all is well on my end of town. I know that some of our friends over on the other side of town are getting a lot of flooding and that kind of thing. And of course, down in Texas, they're getting ready to get hammered again. So we want to keep them. We want to keep them in mind. Well, so what's new, Cindy?
Well, not my dog and cat were playing, fighting, whatever they do. Well,
Yeah.
I was just listening to the news, and I think they were saying that Houston, finally, the rain is going to ease a little bit for them, but I think it's moved over to Louisiana now. So here in Texas, we're just really hearing about the flooding, and it's absolutely devastating. It really,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
wow. I know. And for these people, they don't have flood insurance. That's the thing. I think I read somewhere that 80% of them do not have flood insurance. So
Well, and people
I'm
that live-
hoping that FEMA
Yeah.
step in and help.
Yeah, they won't.
Only on loans. They don't give you money.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, if you, but now the problem is too is if you live in the floodplain, you can't get insurance. They won't insure you anymore because of all these disasters and stuff like that. Well, anyway, we're glad to have you here. It's about 10 minutes after 8 here on the East Coast of the United States of America, and somewhere where you are, it's 10 after the hour. We have people listening all over the world in various countries. The only continent we haven't picked up yet, I think, is Antarctica. we haven't had anybody check in from Antarctica, but we're working on it. We're advertising it.
We got to change our time.
Signal's frozen.
Yeah, the signal's frozen. The camera gets frozen every time we try to come from Antarctica. But anyway, we're working through it. This is the Morning Sunshine. That's hard to say. Morning Sunshine Show. That's like saying she sells seashells by the seashore. But the Morning Sunshine Show with Mark and Cindy, and of course we got Frank and Ricky here with us, and we've got you. So let's start off with some music. I love to start the day off with this song right here. It's got a great message to it. B.J. Thomas, Mighty Clouds of Joy rolling in. Just keep dreaming those dreams. Sooner or later, it's going to happen.
Them old bad dreams, been sleeping in your bed, and them old dark clouds been hanging around your head. But all your hard times will vanish in the wind when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Holy Jesus, let your love seize us. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Those old storm clouds are slowly drifting by. those old raindrops are fading from your eyes. Oh, Mr. Sun will shine on us again when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in.
Good morning, Sarah. Good to see you coming in here from Nashville. That just gets me going. That message in that song is exactly appropriate for my situation today. Just keep right on dreaming it.
Got
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Cindy, you asked me a few weeks ago to pull up a song, and I did.
You did?
Yeah, I got one I'm going to play right now.
Great.
Ray Price. There's a story behind this song, and I'll tell you after it's over. Ray Price, the last recording he ever did, he did this for his wife and didn't tell her until after. She didn't know. They released it after he died.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Just look at you, lying there. You should see the way the morning dances in your hair. I'm tempted so to wake you just to see you smile and hold you gently to me for a little while. Like an old guitar growing sweet with age, like that book you can't put down until you've turned the page. It's knowing that you're always there to fill my glass. You and me together, girl, we made the first time last. This thing of ours, this love we share, the comfort knowing when I turn, I'll find you there. By my side for the long, long ride, this thing of ours. When it's done and the credits roll, let it be said together that we stole the show. Save the last I love you for the curtain call. Let it be said there is a happy ending after all. This thing of ours, this love we share, the comfort knowing when I turn I'll find you there. By my side for the long, long ride, this thing of ours. This thing of ours.
That's one of the most beautiful, and gentle, and loving songs I've ever heard.
Ain't nothing like being on the front row at the concert. Can you turn me down a little bit?
Which one are you on?
I don't know. Hello, check 1, 2, check. Nope. Maybe that. Yep, that one there. Whew.
I got it knocking my head off over here. I'm jamming this morning. But no, we were. In fact, I thought you were going to talk about us being on the front row at the concert when we were there when they did the when they debuted this thing.
Right. No, I talked
And
about
Frank and I were there when they did the when they filmed this debut of this project, and they played this song. And
the Ray Price tribute.
my goodness, it was unbelievable. And such a beautiful song from a man to his wife, and such a description of love between two people. And, man, that's the way it ought to be. You know? That's how it ought to be.
Yeah.
I can't imagine I can't imagine the emotion she felt the first time when she heard this. She didn't hear this until after he passed. Isn't
Right.
that correct?
Right.
That's correct. She didn't hear it until
I
after,
cannot even
after he
imagine.
passed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it was, I'm telling you.
You know, I got pictures in my phone here of that day we shot all that stuff.
Pull some of them up and email it, and I may bring them up here when we play,
I'd love to see
I
that.
believe, after a while. All right, let's get back to rocking and rolling here, shall we? It is 8:19 on the East Coast of the United States of America. It is 5:19 over there on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So we need to get Kelly up out of the bed.
All right,
That's
Kelly.
early.
We're glad
That's too early
we're
to
glad
get up.
you've joined us. Here's a little song. Well, first of all, let's do this. Let's do a little station break.
Hi, this is Reese Sanchez, and thank you for listening to Smallest Gifts Radio.
Here's Jeff Seidel with a song called "The Outlaw." We haven't played this in a while. I really
Yeah.
love this song.
Yeah.
Some say he was an outlaw, that he roamed across the land with a band of unschooled ruffians and a few old fishermen. No one knew just where he came from or exactly what he'd done, but they said it must be something bad that kept him on the run. Some say he was a poet, that he'd stand upon the hill, that his voice could calm an angry crowd or make the waves stand still, that he spoke in many parables that few could understand, but the people sat for hours just to listen to this man. Some say he was a sorcerer, a man of mystery. He could walk upon the water, he could make a blind man see, that he conjured wine at weddings and did tricks with fish and bread, that he talked of being born again and raised people from the dead. Some say a politician who spoke of being free. He was followed by the masses on the shores of Galilee. He spoke out against corruption and he bowed to no decree. And they feared his strength and power, so they nailed him to a tree. Some say he was the Son of God, a man above all men, that he came to be a servant and to set us free from sin. And that's who I believe he is, 'cause that's who I believe. And I think we should get ready, 'cause it's time for us to leave.
That's Jeff Seidel. Doesn't he have a cool voice?
His voice is it's calming.
Extremely talented.
I'm telling you, he really is. He's such a great guy, and he's been such a good friend for so long.
He's a sweetheart. He's so sweet. He really is.
Yeah, he is.
How you doing, Cindy?
How are you, Ricky? You're not saying much.
Well, I'm.
Talk to us. Yeah.
I mean,
He's got that timeout sign in front of him. He knows better.
Oh my goodness. We missed you.
Yeah, I miss being here myself, and I got some things going on, but
And
I'm
you're
here.
wearing a hat today. You're wearing a ball cap.
Yeah, because I got on all the colors kind of run together, so.
You patriotic today.
Yeah, I'm patriotic. I'm red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
Is it raining there?
No, we finally have clear skies today, but I mean the rain we've had, I don't think I can complain about weather again after what we've been through. Hey, I've got a friend, Juan is joining us.
Yeah.
And welcome on. He is the best bass player in the entire world. I'm sorry, Mark. I know we've got good ones, but Juan is, the best.
Well, there you have it.
He's one of our Grammy friends, and yes, he said love you.
Hello,
we
Juan.
love you, Juan. Oh, we love you. Snow Owl,
Juan.
his album last year. Oh, he plays all over the world. Yes, he is the best. So we will just give him a thumbs up for being the best.
Buenos días, señor Juan.
We love
Práctica
him.
español.
I was just reading about one online last night, but it was tequila. Juan tequila.
So that's what you were holding in front of your face, huh?
You probably got a different. That's probably a different.
Yeah, that's
Juan.
a different
Probably a
one.
different one.
I'm just guessing. And Andy Proctor is now checking in from the UK. Now we're all around. Andy, thank you for dropping in. We have visitors from the UK from time to time. We often have, every day, we have people from Russia and Latvia and Germany and China and Thailand and Morocco and all over South and Central America and the Philippines. And we're good to see you checking in from the UK this morning, Andy. And let's just do this. Let's go straight to T. Graham Brown with Jason Crabb with a song called Soul Talk. Here we go.
I went down to the river walking. Me and my Lord had to do a little talking. Well, things have been bad now, don't you know? Even my old friend, the river was low. But I followed that water on down a hill till I found a little spot where the water was still. Felt better than a building with a big tall steeple, like a church for folks that ain't church people. I kicked off my shoes and got baptized, purified and sanctified. I listened to the water and began to pray. That old man river had a lot to say. Whoa, soul talk is helping me walk the walk. Soul talk is helping me walk the walk. Soul talk, yeah, is helping me walk the walk. Soul talk is helping me walk the walk. Is helping me walk the walk. Oh, way off in the woods where there ain't no noise. When I stop and listen, I can hear the voice. Peace beyond all understanding. so much brighter. The load I bear is a little bit lighter, giving me a brand new start, speaking the language of my heart. Yeah, that's right. So tall, helping me walk the walk. So tall, helping me walk the walk. I got a so tall, gonna, so tall, helping me walk the walk, helping me walk the walk. If I'm gonna talk, I better walk the walk. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. If you're gonna talk the talk, anybody talk the talk, but you better walk the walk. Come on, come on, come on. It's helping me walk the walk.
Here's one by me. Little fun song. Have a good one.
When you work as hard as I do, you just have to find some time for recreation. On Sundays I'd hook up my boat and head out on my own one-day vacation. Being out there on that water tends to satisfy my need for solitude and helps relieve my stressed condition. What's the harm in taking time to just enjoy a little Sunday fishing? Well, I was backing in my driveway with my boat that I had battened up so neatly. All at once the door flew open and my little boy came running out to greet me. He jumped up in my arms and with a purpose asked a question that I must admit invoked some admonition. He said, next week when the rest of us have gone to church, would you take Jesus fishing? Jesus loves you, Dad, I know, 'cause the preacher told me so. And in Sunday school we learned to take him everywhere we go. Something else we learned was true. They said that he likes fishing too. Yeah, we're probably gonna miss him, but next week when the rest of us have gone to church, would you take Jesus fishing? Well, I didn't have an answer for his question, and it made me start regretting how I had justified my actions to the world and the example I was setting. That simple childlike faith that I had once professed had just returned, and deep inside my heart I started wishing that someday pretty soon, if he could work it out, Jesus takes me fishing. Jesus loves me, this I know, 'cause the Bible tells me so. And I promise from now on, I'll take him everywhere I go. And something else I promise you, he really loves you too. I'm gonna make it my tradition to go to church on Sunday with my family, and then I'll take them fishing. Yeah, I'll go to church on Sunday with my family, and then we're going fishing.
8:32 here on the East Coast of the United States of America.
I'm ready to go
Hey,
fishing.
I shared on our feed. I shared the snow owl. I shared Juan's website. Let me tell you, he's got the most amazing story. He lives in Austria, but he's from Bogota. Let me see. I think he's from Colombia. Is where he's from, Bogota, Colombia. He has the most amazing story, and I mean, he has played. His credentials are amazing. So I just shared that if anybody's interested and want to go check him out.
All
Here's
right.
Who is
some
it?
really good.
Who
I want to
is
say
it?
hi to Tony this morning too, and I want to make a statement. If you say hello to me or say hello to us, and I miss you, I'm not doing it intentionally because sometimes my feed I have to go back and my computer's just not.
Yeah, we've got so
We don't
many
need to
different
miss
feed.
you.
We've got so many feeds going. Sometimes we don't see you coming in. We try to catch you,
Right.
but we've got different feeds going on. Like right now, we've got over 500 people right now watching.
Oh, that's
Wow.
and, we're so
And
excited.
I
We
only
love
see
all
I only
of-
see 12
yeah.
on my phone, but when I go to the aggregate, I see over 500. I see like over 500.
That's good. That's
and,
good. I'm happy.
And so, yeah, we have a bunch of people coming in and out. And, you know, everybody doesn't stay with us for the whole 2 hours because they're getting ready for work and getting
Yeah.
up and getting in
I
the
don't even know
shower.
what
and-
feed I'm on.
I half the time, I don't either. I just get on one.
Just get on.
And if you'll look down there at the bottom, if you're on your smartphone, like on my iPhone, I look down at the
9
bottom
o'clock.
left hand and I see a thing that says share. Frank's doing a food commercial over there. For those of you that are listening on radio, Frank's holding up pastries.
Come 9 o'clock, I know what feed I'll be on.
Get behind me, Satan. I'm not eating it. I had my blueberries and strawberries
And I'm gonna
this
join
morning,
you.
and I'm going to go to the gym.
Oh, I see that now, Frank. Oh, yum.
Yeah,
No, I
buddy.
don't eat that stuff. I don't eat pastries. I don't eat that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm trying to put
Looks
my winner.
good though.
I'll rebuke you all. It don't matter.
I'm trying to put my winter coat
Actually,
on, so I
told
need
you, it's
all
like
of it.
600. We got over 600. right
Wow.
now. I just went
Good.
back and checked. It's
40
600
minutes. That's good.
606. But we're happy to have you. It's 8:35 here on the East Coast of the United States of America. That means it's 35 after the hour somewhere where you are. Have no idea because there's 24 different options we can go with. But somewhere where you are, it's 35 minutes after the hour. You're listening to the smallest gifts broadcasting network. We call it SGBN. And the program is called Morning Sunshine with Mark and Cindy. And of course, we got Frank and Ricky right here on dropping in with us too. And we're going to go to another song right now. We're going to go to a song by Melora called "Consume Me."
There's a fire burning, breaking through the surface. The embers are smoldering
We got
Was that
Detroit
you?
in the house.
Was that you?
Morning, Pat.
Please don't be hacking and spitting on the radio.
No, we don't do
That
that.
ain't nice. We do it
Bigfoots
all
don't
the
do
time.
that.
It ain't nice.
So I can't help
Ain't
it.
nice, is it, Cindy?
No. Well, sometimes you can't help it.
Thank
Like
you.
When you're,
Thank you.
you can't. And Ricky, when you have to lead worship, like Mark and I are both worship leaders
Okay.
and singers, and that's the worst thing. You are not allowed to have a frog in your throat when you do that, or if you do, you've got
You
to
know me,
sing
I'll
through
just
it.
stop.
Will you really?
Won't
Will you
I?
stop and clear? Probably.
You've
Me.
how many times have you seen me just stop and get a drink of water or just quit right in the middle of the thing? Just like, hang on a minute, I need a drink.
Yeah. Well, I try to
Okay.
tell the other people singing with me, if I stop, keep going. Don't stop just because I stop.
That's right. Cindy, I want to ask you something. Where are we now with the world peace? Where are we with all this?
I don't know.
Good morning, Debbie
you know,
Vick. Good to have you in the house. And Patricia, I see
haven't-
Patricia Malone. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to
Oh,
say
no,
hi to
no,
some
no, that's
folks.
fine. 43 shares now. Wow, thanks everyone for sharing this. This is wonderful.
Yeah,
We're so
it sure
excited.
is.
I haven't looked, or I haven't done much with that, with all that's going on with the hurricane, with Harvey and the flooding, and I haven't looked because I think this is the events that are going on in the world right now are more important. So, but I still appreciate everyone that likes it. So I'll do something later this week, maybe Friday. We'll give it one more push. We have another week.
Well, I guess let's just talk about what it is, and let's just give the folks an idea about what's going on. I'm real proud of it. So just tell us a little bit about it.
The Global Peace Award. It is a contest. They had an opportunity to enter songs that actually deal with bringing the world together, with world peace. And so I submitted reflections because I really feel like reflection sums it all up, what this world is about. It is about, love. That's really the synopsis of reflections, of leaving a legacy of love. There's so many things we can do. And even, what does it say? When it comes right down to it, love is the greatest thing.
Yeah, it really
that
is.
That's the greatest mark we can leave on
Well,
this
the Global
world.
Peace
And that's-
Awards, Cindy, you're so modest about it. The Global Peace Awards is one of the most prestigious awards, and it's a very selective panel. And Cindy has co-written a song with the great Ron Oates, and I happen to be privileged enough to produce it. And the song has been, it's now in the finals for the Global Peace Awards, and we'll know here in just not too many more days where we are with it, right?
We'll see. Yes.
What?
So there are several ways.
Yeah,
Right.
but
There's
what day? What day is it though?
Well, where we can vote, where people can. There's several ways to be. I guess a winner, and I don't want to use the word
okay.
selected.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
wanna use
what
that. There's
day
a
is
jury
it? I'm just
panel,
asking
the
what day.
9th.
What day
Well,
is the vote?
Voting in September 9th. So
Okay,
we
and
have
when
a
do they
little
announce
over-
it?
I need to go back and see, but I think it's later this month, later the end of September. But I'll go
Okay.
back and check.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at is where we are in the deal.
Okay, we're getting close to the end.
Yeah, and I know that it's putting you on the spot because Cindy don't like to talk about this kind of stuff.
I
But
don't.
anyway, it's a
I
selection
do not.
process. It's a selection process, and see us in the finals with this.
Oh, did
with
you
this
dust
record.
off your cabinet closet at home for another one, or?
Hey, let me
no.
let me stop just a second and say good morning to Melinda Davis, my buddy from Georgia, and Ron Hoban joined us this morning. Ron Hoban.
Welcome.
Ron was tearing the frets off of the guitar last night.
Sure
Oh
was.
my goodness.
He was.
I've heard Ron play, and Ron, you are one of the best. You are really
Don't
good.
tell him that he'll want to raise.
Well, of course you're one of the best. You get to play with Ricky, and Ricky is one of the
I'm
best.
glad he's
My
rich.
goodness.
Thank you, Cindy.
I'm glad he's rich, so he don't bug us about money.
Thank you, Cindy. That was very. Thank you.
You are.
I'm glad Ron's loaded, so we don't have to worry about having to pay him a bunch of money.
Hey, maybe we can go on his payroll.
We couldn't afford him. We couldn't afford Ron.
Maybe we need to go on his payroll.
He either really likes us or feels sorry for us. I don't know which one it is. But it's one of the two, and I'll take it.
Yeah, Ron.
Because
just
I'm
keep it-
gonna tell you what. That's just like when I was a cop. I had a partner named Steve Crawford, and I never worried about my back. I knew my back was safe. Okay, I don't ever worry about my back when Ron's playing that guitar. I know
You don't have to.
I know we're going to be okay. I know Ricky's going to lay down a pocket, and I know Ron's going to do his part, and I just kind of tiptoe through the tulips. we ought to play that. Oh, anyway, let's go ahead and play. What happened?
Ron said that's why he tuned in. He's loaded.
Still going from last night, I guess.
Yeah, G-Man.
Just to clarify things, Ron ain't no drunkard.
No, he isn't.
No,
He's loaded with talent.
Yes, that
Ron
he
is
is.
loaded with talent.
Indeed, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I tuned in. I'm loaded. Let's play Reflections by Cindy Hewlett. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful song. It's performed so beautifully.
And fall is in the air now. You can feel it in the air, so it's appropriate now.
Amen.
Here we go. Here's Reflections by Cindy Hewlett.
Autumn's in the morning breeze as it gently welcomes me. Time to reap from what's been sown. Celebrate the harvest grown. With gratefulness I must reflect and thank God for provisions met. He can take a tiny seed and provide for me all I'll ever need. I look back to yesterday, lessons learned along the way, patience, love, and honesty. These are now my legacy, and I know all good things take time. Roots will grow, 'cause the wind is gonna blow. Seasons come and seasons go, bounty full or harvest low. Even when the winter comes,
Was it on your site?
love will grow from the seeds I sow.
And that was Frank Sherman singing harmony with Cindy right there.
It sounded good, Frank. You sounded great.
I opened his mic up. He was trying to ask me a question. I was opening my. Is it on your site? So that was Fearless Frank singing with Cindy on the record.
Frank, you can sing with me
Yeah,
anytime.
with the seeds
You
we
can sing anytime you want
sow.
to. with me.
We're gonna cut a record on Frank before he decides
Strokes.
to check out. Yeah, we got to get him. That's on his bucket list. And this joker's had one foot in the bucket and kicking the bucket with the other foot for about a year now.
That's the truth.
Wow, that's all right. We're glad you're still here, Frank.
Hey, I've got to
We
hear.
love Frank.
I
Yeah.
keep waiting to see a Facebook post
Look at them.
Look at who?
You and Minyard.
Yeah, look at me and Minyard on that picture. Isn't that something? I should put that up. Dwight Minyard and I go back to, gosh, the early 1980s.
80s, yeah.
Yeah, and he was not only my corporal on the police department on the A sector, Green Sector A platoon. He was the doggone best singing drummer I ever worked with.
I'm gonna tell you what, I've never heard anybody sound like Elvis like he does.
Oh my goodness!
I hope I did a good enough job last night.
Oh yeah, I said singing drummer.
Well, I can sing when I want.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying, I'm saying the best singing drummer.
Right.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying that about you drumming, Dwight. I'm just gassing Ricky.
He does it all the time. I mean, I'm used to it now. I'm always on.
Well, I get on bass players, Juan, and I start talking about bass players stabbing a big old 5 right before a chord change on a country song. You sit there, start flopping alternates on you, boom, 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 and you know when you do that, every time you flop an alternate before a chord change on a country song, a baby seal dies. Do your part. Save the seals. It's just like hitting them in the head with one of them mallets you see on National
Well, the great whites.
Yeah, where they hit
happy.
them. Looks like a polo mallet. They're banging those poor old seals in the head. Whack! Well, that's what happens every time a bass player stabs a big old 5 right before a chord change. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, and you're going, and you piano player just might as well just put your hand in your pocket because you never know.
Well, the great whites are happy.
Flop, huh?
The great whites are happy. They don't have to work.
Yeah,
so
one of my
hard.
favorite Far Side cartoons is there's a bunch of sharks, and there's 2 sharks off here to the side, and one's saying to the other, "There's a seal swimming toward the beach." And one shark says to the other, "Where's he think he's going?" I just think that's funny. There's another Far Side cartoon I like. There's 2 elephants sitting on a piano bench. And then one elephant's saying, he says, "Now with your left hand, right here, 3 times. Now go up 2 times. Now go back 3 times." Okay, that's Louie Louie. It just cracks me up, man. It's just one of those things. We're going to go to Jeff Seidel again. Ricky has requested that we play Kyrie eleison so he can render the guitar for you this morning.
Yes.
This guitar he's got has been used for everything from a boat oar to a weapon. It sounds like hammered, you know what?
The wind blows hard against this mountainside, across the sea into my soul. It reaches into where I cannot hide, setting my feet upon the road. My heart is old, it holds my memories. My body burns a gem like flame. Somewhere between the soul and soft machine is where I find myself again. What my life would mean to me. Would I have followed down my chosen road, or only wished what I could be? Kyrie eleison down the road that I must travel. Kyrie eleison through the darkness of the night. Kyrie eleison where I'm going, will you follow? Kyrie
Well, there's old man Locklear's boy.
And that's Jeff Seidel accompanied by Ricky Rocket on the ham bone guitar.
Ricky, I bet you can play that. I bet you can play. Let's put some money down on it. Let me tell you,
we better call Ron.
How much?
Ron.
Play something.
How much is your wager? Ricky, pull that thing out and pull that thing out and play Home on the Range.
I bet.
No, that was before my time.
More than that.
Pull that guitar out.
That
and
was
play
before
Home
my
on
time. That was before my time.
Yeah.
How could that be before your time? We picked you up from the range this morning.
Ricky's still, man. Ricky is still stuck on book 1 of the Mel Bay Big Note Songbook on the guitar.
That's all right.
That's why he had to move to drums.
There's Kelly. And it's the top of the hour.
It's almost the top of the hour, and Kelly's done slid in. She's rolled out of the bed this morning. She might have already been out there getting the chickens and the ducks fed. Did you get all the eggs in, Kelly? Did you get all the eggs picked up?
Hey, Kelly, Juan has been on here. Kelly has met Juan when he was in L.A., so she loves him too.
I wonder if Juan is, if he knows Hungate, and I'm sure he does, Hungate and Lee Sklar and all those L.A. guys that play bass. I'm sure he does.
That he does.
Boy, y'all sure got awful quiet.
There he is. There's Heath.
Hey, my brother.
What up?
You didn't know he was on there. Heath, what's the traffic report from beautiful downtown?
Y'all, didn't I?
What is the traffic report from beautiful downtown Fort Payne, Alabama? Greater Metropolitan Fort Payne.
I'm calling from the road today, so I'm on the north end of Fort Payne. The traffic up here stinks. All these mad mamas trying to get these kids to school. They're all fussing and trying to put their makeup on and poking themselves in the eye with their mascara while they're driving. I ain't never seen such in my life.
Yeah. You know why they do that? You know why they do that at the stoplights, right?
Why?
They ain't got nothing to scratch.
Cindy gonna put you in timeout real quick. Put him in. Hey, have you seen it?
I'm in the penalty box. I put myself in the box.
For this crash into the guardrail, did it?
No, you get on there and I go straight to the miry clay.
Hey Heath, have you seen any?
I bring that out in people. I'm telling you.
I'm telling.
Heath,
tell me something. What was Ricky doing with that guitar?
Do what?
What was Ricky doing with that guitar?
I was calling Bigfoot.
He was assaulting it.
No, that's what.
I bet he don't even know which end of that thing's blowing to.
No, he don't.
Y'all picking on Ricky.
They always. I'm used to it, Cindy. I'm used to it. Heath, that was. I give Bigfoot. I give Bigfoot calls like that. Did you see any Bigfoots going to school this morning?
We're all over it, buddy.
I think we need to have a Bigfoot barbecue. I
really do.
I'd like to see one. I'd like to see one hung up like off of a tree, getting all skinned up and whatnot.
And he to be down there with the barbecue pit going.
You know what's
come on.
Hey, you know what's going to be funny? What's going to be funny is the first time, if there is such a thing, the first time some hillbilly kills one of them things and has it tied across the hood of his car going to the game warden to get a stamp to tag it. That's going to be great. Can you imagine driving? Wouldn't that be a great gig? I mean, a great hang to get like to just make you up a fake Bigfoot and then put it across the hood of your car with blood running down the side of it.
See, leave it to Mark to come up with ideas like that.
I always thought of how funny it'd be to get like a Prius, one of these, real environmentally friendly cars, and tie a dead deer to the hood of it and drive around town.
Christopher said, according to Frank, Bigfoot is sitting in the middle.
He's talking about you, little Bigfoot.
Cindy, I promise I didn't mean for all this to happen.
Oh, that's okay.
I called with all kind of love and goodness in my heart this morning.
I know. See, I know your heart. That's right. I don't hold it against
That's
you.
right. Listen, I'm even wearing a wet shirt in honor of Texas this morning.
Oh.
You ever get up in the morning and you're rushing around and you're grabbing your clothes out of the dryer and you remember you're like, oh crap, man, I forgot what it is I forgot to do last night when I went to bed.
Take a picture of it.
I had all my clothes in the wash. I threw them in the dryer. I actually pulled this shirt out of the dryer, but I thought, man, this sweater is cold.
Yeah, take a picture.
No, wait a minute, it's wet.
Heath, did you ever lose a sock in the dryer and then Google it to try to find it?
It's very funny you mentioned that. I know good and well I had a certain pair of socks I put in the dryer last night, and I dug and dug and dug, and one of them has disappeared. There's aliens. There's got to be aliens come and get me.
Yeah, no, Bigfoot got it.
Like somewhere in another dimension, there's like billions of socks floating around in space where where they've just kind of like become spiritized and they're just floating around. And one day somebody's going to find the sock planet where they've just kind of, that's where they go.
NASA will find it one day.
All right, hold on. It's top of the hour, and we are going to go to Morning Sunshine. Good morning. Kelly's already up. Everybody's up on the East Coast. Now let's get them up on the West Coast. Get up, get up, get up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Sun's been up for 30 minutes. Come on.
Get about that bed.
Half the day's gone.
We're hunting Bigfoot. You got to get up early for that.
Kiss an angel good morning. And let her know you're thinking about her when you're... I think I'll let Charlie sing it.
Yeah, good idea.
Good morning, everybody. Heath, are you still with us?
I am here.
Now,
I am here wide open.
Before we went back to that little break there, you said that you had put your socks in the dryer or something last night?
Oh, yeah.
Are you and Carrie still married? I just asked you. I'm just asking.
You're doing your own laundry. That means something.
Hey, that's how you say a happily married man, buddy.
That's
like
good.
your own socks and underwear.
Yeah, I remember.
Trick to that, buddy.
I remember when Heath married Carrie, and Frank asked him, said, "Why in the world did you marry such an ugly woman?"
Heath, when you see him, you know what to do.
And Heath said, "If you marry an ugly woman, you don't have to worry about somebody stealing her."
That's exactly right.
And she is not, well, I'm going, a disclaimer, she is not ugly, she's beautiful. I've seen pictures
Carrie's
of her.
a real pretty woman, but I still like her. It's like when I talk about Cindy sitting over there in her curlers. And
you can get her to believe anything. Yeah, you can get Cindy to believe anything.
Mark don't know that the beat down that's coming his way.
Ooh.
Yeah, the bad part is
He's just saving it up.
The bad part is I'm gonna eat in that restaurant. That's the terrible part.
You know what to do when you serve his burger, don't you, Heath?
There can be no burger. You didn't see the new thing on the menu?
Huh?
Now he's got the bonanza salad.
Speaking of your restaurant, Keith, you put a picture on Facebook yesterday evening of a salad with the bonanza
I saw that, Heath.
burger on top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, well,
I want one.
listen,
I want that.
we really have had, and I guess it's all over the country. I don't know. But I know around here personally, there is like a lot of people that are trying to get healthier, and the first thing they drop is bread, and I've done the same thing, It's
yep, like I always said.
That's what goes,
Go,
and
just
so
stand in the salad bar line.
Hey, here's what we need to do. We're going to make us a bonanza salad, and it is absolutely outstanding. Even if I do say
Heath,
so
do you
myself.
realize how dumb that is?
It's really kind of dumb, but it's
Now think
good.
about it. Think about it.
Kind of like the Prius. It's a little dumb.
You're trying to lose weight, so you eat salad. Now think about it. Did you ever look at a gorilla?
Oh yeah, that's all they eat.
All they eat is fruit and salad. And look at how he's shaped.
Well, that's all
Elephant.
Bigfoot eats.
Huh?
You know good. That's all that Bigfoot eats, I'm sure.
Thank you.
He's out
I don't
there
know.
eating trees.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what a
Pinecone.
Bigfoot. Could you imagine a Bigfoot going up in the swamp? There's some black guy's house up in the swamp, Louisiana. See a big. You better get from around here.
I know some walking around here in Virginia Beach.
You better get from around here.
I know a couple of them walking around here in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, you on Miss Ricky Good's property now.
For a fact.
Oh, and I mean, I'm talking about an old dude got one of the pistols about that long,
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
down his pants. You better get from around here.
Well, I can tell you this for sure.
Be
There's
like-
nobody Bigfoot hunting in the southeast today because all the hillbillies and rednecks are in Texas ripping and romping on them airboats just having a ball.
You think that? Oh, I wish I was with them.
I hope somebody's
I
out
do
there.
too.
I'm hoping somebody's out there catching all these fake Homeland Security people, telling people to evacuate so they can
Yeah.
steal their
Hey,
stuff.
did you see, Heath? Did you see all the boats that were going down there? The caravan of boats they had to go down there and help.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. You
By
know?
the time they get there,
I
the water will
really-
be gone. But
Oh, yeah.
what they'll need is vacuum. I mean, shop vacs.
There's a bunch of shop
Yeah,
vacs.
they'll need shop vacs and generators and mops and.
I guess I'll just have to take my
goodness.
detail
Yeah.
service
You know,
down there.
I have absolutely. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know about y'all, but my faith in humanity has really been restored in the last 2-3 days.
Amen.
I have seen some awesome, just acts of love and friendship and kindness from
Oh,
people.
There
with
you
no
go.
color
You know,
barrier,
Yeah.
no gender
We're supposed to
barrier.
be
That's
the
right.
most awful people down here, but buddy, they have come from everywhere.
But you see, it's
to,
all right.
help people in Texas. It's been awesome.
Well, let's do this. Let's get back to a little bit of music, shall we? And I'm going to go right back to my B.J. Thomas song, "The Mighty Clouds of Joy." We played it on the first hour. I'm playing it again. I like it. It
Hey,
makes me
play that
feel
again.
happy. "Mighty
All
Clouds
right.
of Joy" by
Hey,
B.J.
I'll
Thomas.
be back in a few minutes. I got to take a little side trip, and I'll be right back.
All right. Close the door.
shut the door and lock it.
I don't want y'all to hear nothing. I'm closing the door.
But all your hard times will vanish in the wind when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Holy Jesus, let your love seize us. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Those old storm clouds are slowly drifting by, and those old raindrops are fading from your eyes. Oh, Mr. Sun will shine on us again when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Oh, holy Jesus, let your love seize us, Jesus. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Happiness begins when
Man, I just dig that song. That just gets me going in the morning. I really like it. Really, really like it.
I love, well, one of my favorite B.J. Thomas is Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. In fact, that's one of the first popular songs I learned on the piano when I was taking piano lessons.
Really?
When I was little.
I used to like
Yes,
that
and
song.
I always loved him, always.
I liked that song when it first came out.
I think the first popular song I learned was A Boy Named Sue.
My aunt has a
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me but this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze.
I love that.
And I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue.
Now, tell people who don't know, who are not familiar with Johnny Cash, tell them the history that song was written by Johnny Cash.
Actually, wasn't written by Johnny Cash.
Well, it was recorded. I
Yeah,
guess,
it was
by him.
popularized
Yeah.
by Johnny Cash.
I wonder if they
Yeah,
really
if I
broke
had
up.
Johnny's cash and Minnie's pearls, I wouldn't have a buck owing.
You need to play, speaking of that, we need to play Jesus is the Star. Have we played that song on our show? Jesus is the Star.
Here we go. Jesus is the Star by yours truly with the Hillbilly Orchestra. Here we go. I'm a member of his fan club 'cause he's made me believe he's the greatest talent the world has ever seen. Oh, I've heard him in a million songs. He's made hits for years. He's the words and melody in every song you hear. He put the way in Waylon, the love in Freddie's heart. He's the pride in Charlie. He gave Merle another start. He brought June to Johnny, gave Chet his first guitar. Gave us all a light to shine. Jesus is the star. He made country music, that good old Nashville sound. He built a Grand Ole Opry that brings the fans around. Oh, it does my heart so good to hear a banjo ring and clap my hands for the man who taught the world to sing. He put the way in Waylon, the love in Freddie's heart. He's the pride in Charlie, he gave Merle another start. He brought June to Johnny, gave Chet his first guitar. Gave us all a light to shine. Jesus is the star. He's the soul inside George Jones, the rockin' Jerry Lee. He's the Willin' Willie, and the stories in Tom T. He blessed 3 boys from Alabama and made them what they are. Gave us all a light to shine. Jesus is the star. Yeah, he gave us all a light to shine. Jesus is the star. And there you go, Cindy. I played it.
I love that song.
Nice song.
That's
Real
a good
nice.
one, isn't it? Let's go to Kenzie with What the World Needs Now. Here we go.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to concentrate with that song going on in the back?
I look around at all the faces and I see all the lonely people looking back at me. you poured 'em out, we're all the same. Everybody's hungry in a different way. We're crawling and climbing and kicking and screaming and fighting, but really what the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. La 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 la. Sometimes all it takes is just a smile to change somebody's weather, chase the clouds out of the skies. Sometimes you gotta give and not receive. Sometimes you gotta live what you believe. Open your eyes, 'cause that's where it starts, right here with you. But really what the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. Nobody likes the cold. We all need someone to hold. No one wants to be alone. What the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs
One day.
Well, we're back.
We won't find him around here unless
We're
he gets
back?
strapped to the hill.
Yeah, we're back on the air, and
Quit talking
We're
about him,
back.
Cindy.
We're
Get
talking
on
about,
down.
no, we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about Bigfoot.
Okay.
And I was telling Keith that because we've been talking about Bigfoot, you know how Kirk is. He started researching the sightings of Bigfoot in the United States, and it's specifically Texas because he wanted to take Ricky Bigfoot sighting.
I really want to go
He
too.
wanted to do that with you, Ricky.
I really want to go too. I'm telling you, I really want to go. That's on my bucket list.
Well, and he suggested snipe, and I said, no, Ricky knows what snipes are.
Yeah, I
He
know
knew
what
that.
snipes are. No, you won't get me with that one, buddy. No, you won't get me on the snipe parties. Nah, that's okay.
well, it's time for What's the Weather Where You Are. How about that? It's 70 degrees right now in the city of Virginia Beach. The high today will be 78, a low of 67. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of sun out there, not much. And in Surigao in the Philippines, it's 82 degrees right now, expecting a low of 79, not much change. Raining cats and dogs and school buses. In Nashville, 73 degrees, a high of 83, low 69. Lubbock, Texas, 61 degrees right now, a high today of 86, 57 tonight. Get your electric blanket out, Cindy.
I know.
Nocona, Texas, 64 with a low of 62. Portsmouth, Virginia, 69 right now, low today 65, 79 for the high. And Fort Payne, Alabama, 72 degrees. The high today going to be 74, 66 tonight. Heath, you better get your long handle underwear out.
Hey, and there's an 80% chance of rain and a 100% chance of rain of having a wet shirt on if you forget to turn the dryer on.
Now that happens.
Well, Heath, you know what? I'll have to tell you what my husband did. He does not do the laundry. I do not No, it would have to be desperate for him to do it. Years ago, when we were first married, he did the laundry for us, and he washed a red shirt.
Well, he can't keep Carrie sober long enough to do the laundry.
Well, he turned everything turned pink. We had pink socks forever. So,
The last time Carrie,
done that.
the last time Carrie tried to do the laundry, she spilled her her spit cup into the.
Everything turned brown.
She spilled her spit cup into the wash, so he won't let her do it anymore.
You say everything turned brown.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't keep Carrie sober long enough to get the laundry done.
Oh, good grief. You know,
Carrie's the only woman I know wore.
Me and tequila make her crazy.
Yeah, Carrie's the only woman I know wore a tube top to her wedding.
And as the preacher said, "Here, hold my beer. I'm gonna put this ring on."
Yeah. Hey, you got a light?
Hey, where's the timeout? Put it in front of Mark.
Hey, let me tell you what's funny. Let me tell you what's funny. Let me tell you something funny. We had a it ain't all right, let me get a straight face and then it'll be funny. So we had a memorial service here for R.D. Sisk last night. We had a memorial service at the church. And R.D. was a fantastic guitar player and one of the premier sound engineers around. Worked for Barry Bass Knight, and just a super duper duper guy. And he's worked with all the big acts, and there are a lot of big acts that came out of here, through the '60s and '70s when the beach music craze was going on. A lot of that stuff was here, and so this place was full. It was full of musicians.
Yeah.
And what was funny is that some of them get up to say a word, they'd forget where they were. They'd say nice things back. They'd just cussing. Wasn't it funny? They'd just cussing.
He was like, I'm at home. We just talking.
I was up there about to bust a gut. Talk about, we went up there. We were in Northeast Texas. We drank about 4 cases of beer and went and whooped this big old Mexican Chinese.
You can't take a group of musicians anywhere.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God!
I couldn't even look at Ricky. Ricky, we were the band because all these musicians. We didn't really know R.D. that well. I don't think you ever knew him at all.
I never knew him.
But all of his close friends, they just wanted to be there, so we were the band, and we're up there just throwing it down, and had a bunch of. I mean, every pro in the city's there,
Oh my God! They
I couldn't look at Ricky.
I could band at a funeral. That's really
oh man, a band at a funeral. Oh my goodness,
that's a big mistake.
Yeah, because we were tearing the doors off. That's what they wanted.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
It was, man.
It was
one of them get up to say a nice word and go to cussing.
The dude said that they had drank all that beer. I said he must have thought he was back on that bus again.
It's talking about.
Pastor Bubba's still gone.
Yeah, Bubba's gone.
Oh my God, he'd have been beat red, boy, if he'd have heard that, boy.
He'd have laughed his rear end off. Here we go. Children, go where I send thee. One of those really cool songs. This is a finger snapping, toe tapping, hand clapping, owl running, pew hopping, jump for joy song.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? How am I gonna send thee one by one? One for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. The children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? How am I gonna send thee 2 by 2? 2 for Paul and Silas. One for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. The children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? How am I gonna send thee 3 by 3? 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
How am I gonna send thee 4 by 4? 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary.
4 for the stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
My children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
Well, I'm gonna send the 6 by 6. 6 for the 6 that couldn't get fixed. 5 from the gospel preacher. 4 for the stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. Oh, children, go where I send thee. How will I send thee? I'm gonna send the 7 by 7. 7 for the 7 that couldn't get to heaven. 6 for the 6 that couldn't get to fit. 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. And 2 for Paul and the Silas. And 1 for the little bitty baby born by the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. Will children go where I send thee? How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 8 by 8. 8 for the heat that stood at the gate. 7 for the 7 that couldn't get to heaven. 6 for the 6 that couldn't get fixed. 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. The children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, that's how the whole thing started. 876543218. 4 8 the student at the gate. 7 for 7 that couldn't get to heaven. 6 for 6 that couldn't get big. 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the student at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. Well, 1 for the little bitty baby born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
Hi, we're the Oak Ridge Boys, and you're listening to the smallest gift radio network on SGBN.
And there's a picture on the wall of Jesus in the garden.
And then later had a memorial service where he scattered his ashes out here at the out of the
Scattered his
ruler
ashes.
It was pretty neat.
Who got their ashes scattered?
We've been talking. We've been having a serious discussion, and we have a question, and we want an answer, Mark.
Well, okay.
We've been talking about when they used to when they would sit up with their loved ones after they passed before the funeral.
Yeah.
And Heath was talking about his dad sitting up with a little sister that passed away.
Yeah.
We want to know, how long did they sit with them? How many days before they actually buried them? Does anyone know the answer to that?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 days.
They would do it 3 days. They'd try to give people time to get there, and they would sit up with them. And you know why they would sit up with them?
No.
Called a setting up.
Well, they would actually do it to keep, so somebody could be there to make sure that animals didn't start getting on the body, because they weren't embalmed and they weren't, so the bodies were decaying. And so that's why they would sit up with the dead. That was the process behind it.
I did not know
And
that.
now, if you're of Jewish faith, you have to be buried within 24 hours.
It's not now.
They
I mean, that's
do
what it's
not,
always been.
Right, no, Frank, that's because they don't embalm the body. And,
Correct.
That's me. I do not want to be embalmed when I die. I want my body buried immediately. And usually I think you have 24 hours.
You sound like Andy Griffith.
I think that's
He died at 7:30. He was in the ground 10:30.
That's the truth. They had the back. Yeah, they called the backhoe out there, and he was in the ground by 11 o'clock. It was over.
Hey, I came in there whole. I want to go out whole.
For those of you that are interested, I understand that they've got a new program going on down at the local Holloman Brown Funeral Home. You can go down there, and they have a thing where they'll freeze dry you and screw the handles in your sides and save you money on a casket.
See,
I want to. You know what? I've been really thinking about going in. Have you seen them new planter things? They're like bulbs. They cremate you and put you in a bulb and plant you, and you become a tree.
Well, yeah.
I think I might want to do that.
Really?
I just don't know what kind of tree I want to be yet.
I don't.
Well, you'd be some type of thorn bush or something.
I particularly don't care. I want to be cremated. You know, when you get cremated, the first thing they do is they burn you, right?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I just like to have my ashes poured down the sewer drain on Granby Street.
I want to have my ashes loaded up into a cannon and shot out over somewhere.
There you go.
Like confetti, right, Eve?
Yeah.
I normally do go out with a big
Well, like I said,
I want to go out with a bang, buddy.
You said we'll go out with a bang.
Ricky said,
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have them fill me up full of popcorn and put me in the crematory.
Ricky says he wants his ashes mixed up in some hash brownies and passed out to all his friends.
This reminds me of a true story. I've got a true story that's funny.
Okay.
This is true. One of my friends that was a pilot, and he had someone, a wife, her husband passed away, and he wanted his ashes spread out over the city. So she hired him to take her up in an airplane and let's spread the ashes out. So there was a little small window. It was a small aircraft. So he opened up the small window, and as he was trying to pour the ashes out through it, the wind blew it back and all the ashes dumped inside.
He should have just jumped out.
Better call Dicarp. This portion of our program is brought to you by Dicarp.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Wow.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Dicarp. They'll clean ashes of dead people out of your plane for you.
Well, you would have to, wouldn't you? That's true.
Gee whiz.
Of dead people.
There was a time in my life, back when I kept thinking, well, you know, when I die, they can bury me face down and open the bottom part of the casket up and not have any breeches on. But
when my life is over and my time has come to pass, I hope you'll bury me upside down.
so the world can get
All right, Heath. Cindy gonna put you in timeout again.
I wasn't there.
I didn't say
I wasn't
it.
there.
Yeah. Heath went to H-I-N-E, Hine, N. H-I-N-E hyphen I-N. My Hine in. I'll whoop your Hine in.
Heath, that was a good one there, buddy.
I gotta tell you what I saw. Well, let me tell you what I saw on the road a while ago.
All right.
I didn't give in anything if I could have taken a picture of this.
Okay.
Our water department, this is what is so funny. Y'all always asking about the traffic. The state of Alabama came through, you know, Galt Avenue down here, the main street, is actually US 11. So
Okay.
it's a state highway. It's not just a city highway. It's a state highway.
But it's US 11. Okay.
Well, that means that the city themselves can't pave it. It has to be done by the state of Alabama.
Okay.
So they came through a couple of weeks ago, and they paved patches of it. You know,
All
they'll
right.
pave about 25 yards, and they'll stop, and they'll dig up some, and they'll go another 25 yards. And we all said that the first thing that's going to happen is the city's water department, because the water lines run all under it, the city is going to dig it up. Sure enough, this morning, out of a stretch a quarter-mile long, there's one patch. There's literally a 30-yard section of brand new pavement where they have dug a hole that you could bury one of them big slant back Cadillacs in it that you used to drive, Mark. It is huge.
I used to drive.
All this new pavement is just gone. And you didn't know about the slant back Cadillacs, did you, Ricky?
Yeah.
Mark in a past life was actually Superfly.
I would like to have seen that.
We had enough Cadillacs running up and down Music Road, looked like a Jewish funeral. It was.
Listen,
With
I
the-
used to hate riding in the back because that big long feather coming out of his hat would slap you in the face.
And then he have on a shirt with
Turn the hair
the.
on high.
Did you ever see the brown one? You remember
Yes.
the mink brown? You know where I bought that from? I bought that from Mickey Gilley. It's the funniest.
you're kidding. I didn't know that.
No, it's the funniest thing. I bought it from Mickey Gilly, and Al Embry, Mickey's manager, had it for sale. You know, it was actually Mickey's car. So I went over to Gilly's in Nashville, and Mickey was telling me all about the car, and he said, man, I'm just going to let you have it cheap. There's something wrong with the front end of this thing, and he said, I don't know what it is, but it's all to pieces. So it'd been sitting in Nashville for like about a year. So I took it over to the garage there to Crest Cadillac to get it serviced, see what was wrong with it. I figure I'm going to spend $3,000-4,000 on this front wheel drive Cadillac. They said, yeah, man, your tires, your bands are broke down on your radials. You just need a set of tires. That thing only had like about 11,000 miles on it.
Hey, Heath.
But it had been sitting for a year, so the radials had flat spots in them.
Heath.
Yeah, but then after that, what did you do? We show up at a taping of Crook and Chase one day, couldn't find a parking spot. This true story, Ricky. Frank, you were there. Couldn't find a parking spot going into Crook and Chase. He jumps the curb, pulls up in the grass next to the building, gets out and lays a badge up on the dash and says, "Come on, boys, let's just go on in."
I sure did. I sure did. I threw my badge up there in the window because I still had credentials, and I threw that big old inspector badge up in the dash and parked up in the grass. Well, we went to the ASCAP Awards one night, and we had a police motorcycle escort in the front and in the back, and we're riding in. One of the cars was an Excalibur, and one of the cars was a Cadillac longer than a 3-week payday limo or Lincoln. And that's when the cops pushed Kenny Rogers out of the way so we could get up there and get parked.
Yeah.
Hey, Heath.
That's so funny.
Heath. Was Mark
man.
was Mark wearing a shirt that had big eagle wing collars on it and the buttons as big as a quarter
Oh, yeah.
and a strange color?
No, I didn't either. No, I didn't either. Do you remember what my producer attire actually was? And Ricky will laugh at this.
Oh, God.
Run DMC sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah.
You remember my Run DMC
Yes,
sweatshirts?
I do remember
I
that.
bought a bunch of Run DMC sweatshirts just to hang people around Nashville because they had just come out. And I had Run DMC sweatshirts.
Yeah.
I wore them around Nashville. I told people I was the mandolin player for Run DMC. I wore those. Huh?
And they believed it.
And they believed it.
I wore those things everywhere, man.
Oh, that was so funny.
No, I would like to see him.
And
with them big
then
eagle-
here come rolling in that
Those
big
DMC Hammer fans.
Lincoln Continental.
Probably more one time.
rolling.
Yeah, Heath's
Yeah,
dad
Heath's dad.
went and bought this Lincoln Continental from.
Yeah, he bought that from Song 1.
Oh, yeah, man.
He bought old Song 1.
Wow.
Song one.
Yeah,
Had the
man.
ride on the front and song one on the back.
Those were the days. Hey, you know what? You've joined us here.
Well,
It's
they were.
40 minutes past the hour. It's 9:40 on the East Coast of the United States of America. That means it's 9:40 p.m. in the Philippines. It means that it's, I don't know, something 40 wherever you are.
Yeah.
And we have people listening from the UK. We have people listening from Morocco. Actually, this morning I saw Venezuela has popped in this morning. We've got
Don't
the
you know
Philippines.
those people in Morocco and Venezuela are going, what in the world?
Here's the good news. The good news is most of them can't understand a word we're saying, and if they speak English, they still can't understand because we've slipped off into hillbilly this morning, so they have no idea what we're saying. But you're listening to the smallest gifts broadcasting network. We call it ESPN. Now we call it SGBN. ESPN.
Like yesterday when I started with that W.
Yeah, Frank started put the call letters out yesterday. He started W. Well, I'm back in radio.
Keith, I got to tell you this, that Frank accused me the other day of that I'm sounding like you. He said, you're starting to
That's
sound
what I
like
mean.
Keith.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I rub off on
Did
you.
you not? Did you not, Frank, say
Yeah.
I think it's funny. People call us in here. You know, or they listen to us in Boston. You know,
Boston, yeah.
Boston. They listen in Boston, or they listen in Brooklyn. You know, and they listen to us talk, and they go, "What? These hillbillies? What are they trying to say? What language are they speaking? Is that Swahili or is that hillbilly? I can't figure it out."
That's his straight up hillbilly. Believe me.
Ricky,
Speaking of that, Mark, you've not said good morning to everyone.
all right, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
You need to do that.
Magandang gabi dun sa Pilipinas. It's magandang umaga dito sa United States. And also, konnichiwa in Japan. Ni hao in China. Guten Morgen in Germany. Buenos dias in the Spanish-speaking countries. Bonjour in France. And who knows?
West Virginia.
Alabama's.
Hey, Mom and them.
Alabama's. How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all.
West Virginia.
Same. Detroit's. How you doing?
What up, dope?
What up, dope? What up, dope?
No, it's what up, dope. D-O-E.
Oh, what up, dope? Well, I don't know. I don't speak.
I need to
don't
take
speak
you
Democrat that well.
I need to come. I need to take you to Detroit. I need to take you to Detroit. We done been down. We done been down in the holler. I need to take you to the hood.
I thought it was just all right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I
don't speak Democrat very well.
Oh yes, you do.
You look on you watch Facebook, and if you turn the volume down and you watch Ricky, it looks like he's flashing a bunch of gang signs. So you're gonna have to look out. Department of Homeland Security is gonna be all over the brother here.
Yeah.
In a while.
Yeah.
No, all the gangs are dead, buddy.
We gotta get
They're all
Ricky,
dead.
we gotta get Ricky some gridlocks for his head.
No, we'll leave those for Frank. We'll leave those for Frank.
Gridlocks.
No, well, if you go on Mark's Facebook, you can see him with some gridlocks in his head.
Here's Jeremy Calloway with a song called Show Me the Way. It's Old Sticks remake. You're listening to SGBN, the smallest gifts broadcasting network, broadcasting all around the world, across the street, across the nation, and around the globe.
Every night I say a prayer, and I'm sure God is listening. Oftentimes I'm so confused watching saints turn into sinners. All the heroes and legends I knew as a child have fallen to idols of clay. And I feel this empty place inside, so afraid that I'll lose my faith. Show me the way. Show me the way. Take me tonight to the river and wash my confusion away. Lord, show me the as I slowly drift to sleep for a moment, dreams are sacred. I close my eyes and pray for peace in a world so filled with hatred. Then I wake up each morning, turn on the news to find we've so far to go. And I keep on praying for
47 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock on the east coast of the United States of America. 47 minutes past the hour somewhere where you are. And we, on the first half of the program, we played a song that Cindy had asked me to dig up. I'm going to play it again. It's a real special song. I love the message in it, and it's the way things ought to be. Ray Price recorded this song for his wife after he had been told that he just had a couple of months left to live. He went in and he called his producer that had produced so many great Ray Price records, and he recorded this song, among others, on an album called The Final Sessions, and his wife didn't know about the song until after he was already passed. It's called This Thing of Ours.
Just look at you, lying there. You should see the way the morning dances in your hair. I'm tempted so to wake you just to see you smile and hold you gently to me for a little while. Like an old guitar growing sweet with age, like that book you can't put down until you've turned the page. It's knowing that you're always there to fill my glass. You and me together, girl, we made the first time last. This thing of ours, this love we share, the comfort knowing when I turn, I'll find you there by my side for the long, long ride. This thing of ours. When it's done and the credits roll, let it be said together that we stole the show. We'll save the last I love you for the curtain call. Let it be said there is a happy ending after all. This thing of ours, this love we share, the comfort knowing when I turn, I'll find you there by my side for the long, long ride. This thing of ours. This thing of ours.
That's just the most touching. That is just the most touching song. And I don't know. When I first heard it, the first time I heard the song, it took me to a different place. And it's just it's absolutely beautiful, and it's so appropriate for people who, have a wonderful relationship. So I'll just go ahead and let Heath and Cindy keep talking offline, so they can. Just keep yakking, and if I go back to them and they're still yakking, I'll just hit the mute button again.
See, that's terrible.
Hey, what do you want me to do? What's terrible about it? They're sitting there having a whole conversation. I can't do anything about it, right?
Hi, folks. I'm Marty Raven of the country music group Shenandoah, and you're listening to the Smallest Gifts Radio Network on SGBN.
Here's T. Graham Brown with his good buddy Vince Gill. He'll Take Care of You off the Grammy-nominated album Forever Changed.
You say you got troubles down deep in your soul, in over your head and out of control. Just go to him. He'll take care of you. You can run to the doctor You're never gonna figure out just what it is that you're going through. He knows all about you. He'll take care of everything. Soothe your soul and make your heart sing.
Forget all your pain, let down the past. He knows what you need before you ask. Just go to him, and he'll take care of you. Well, you don't have to beg, you don't have to plead. Just tell him you love him, and that's all he needs to pull you through. He'll take care of you.
He'll take care of everything. He's gonna soothe your soul and make your heart sing. So the next time you come to the end of your rope, just call out his name, 'cause there's always hope when you turn to him. Oh, he'll take care of you. Oh, amen.
At 55 minutes past the hour, 5 minutes to go on Morning Sunshine this morning, and we have Mark and Cindy and Heath and Ricky and Frank.
Heath had to go.
He had to
And
go.
He said to tell you, he told you he was sorry for, yeah, we got in trouble for talking.
No, you didn't
And,
get in trouble. I just pushed the mute button. I tried to give y'all a heads up when you hear me talking. I think you're knowing that I'm back on the air. So when I go back to it, you are engaged in conversation about burying people and only so much I can do.
Heath is interesting to talk to. Anyway, he said to tell everyone that he loved y'all.
All right. Well, Heath, we love you too, and we're glad that you stopped by on Morning Sunshine this morning. Everybody, we're glad you tuned in. We hope it brings you some joy. We hope that we're able to help you get your morning started. You sure do help us get ours started. I love visiting with you in the mornings, and when we go through hard times and we go through, everybody goes through tough times and ups and downs and decisions and things that interfere in our happiness. Sometimes we get on the mountain.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're in the valley. And what we got to do is we got to try to figure out a way to remember we're trying to go from peak to peak, but sometimes we're going to hit that valley.
That's right.
And once we dig our way out, we get back to the mountaintop. Remember the lessons you learned in the valley.
There you go.
Remember when it gets light, the lessons you learned in the darkness.
Because that will keep you on top.
It will. I mean,
it'll keep you on top.
And you're always going to have ups and downs and hurts and sorrows, and you're going to have good times.
Oh, yeah.
Bad times, and the idea is let's just make each day count. We have a limited number of them. Why waste any of them?
Yeah, you got to walk by faith and not by sight.
That's right. I remember my grandpa used to say, there's only so many opens and shuts in that refrigerator door. But that's the truth. Sooner or later it's going to fall off. Well, you've only got so many days. And we don't know how many that is. Make the best of every moment. Make the best of every day. And what we'll do now is we're going to go to Cindy singing Wayfaring Stranger, and we'll come right back and we'll tell y'all good evening. And good morning, wherever you are. I'm not sure where I am.
Yeah, we see.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger while traveling traveling through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going home. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is rough and steep, yet beautiful fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed the vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going home. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going home. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, just a poor, wayfaring stranger. Wayfaring stranger.
Well, that's going to do it for us. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast of the
Thanks for
United
waking
States
up
of
with us.
America.
Good morning.
So what's going on with you today, Cindy?
Good morning.
Oh, I got her muted. Where you going? What you doing today?
I'm you muted me. I'm in timeout. Keith and I are in timeout for talking. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're
I'm
not.
taking my mom.
Oh, yeah, today's Wednesday.
This
I
is
keep thinking
Wednesday.
today's
This is
Monday.
our day. Yeah.
I keep thinking
I
today's
know.
Monday. All right, good morning, world. Good morning, America. Get your day started. Rick, what's on your agenda? Got stuff to do?
Yeah, I got a concert to do tonight.
Yeah. How about you, Frank?
I am going to shampoo some carpet today.
Well, good on you. Well, I'm going to just have a normal day today. We're going to say goodbye to you, and we'll see you again on Friday. Come back and see us. About 2,000 of you stopped in
All
to
right,
see us this
see y'all
morning.
later.
Crazy Friday.
Have a good one.
Bye, Cindy.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye. Take care.
Oh.